Today we're going to be checking out the Pepers pedals green peppers. So Tony from Pepers Pedals sent this over for me. I'm stoked to demo it because I've had a bunch of stuff from Pepers Pedals on the channel before. I will have absolutely more in future because I really dig his stuff. Absolutely nothing he sent me to try out or that I bought from him I've ever been disappointed with. So what is the green peppers? Well, it's kind of a two-in-one kind of thing. It is essentially a Matamp style preamp for all those dooming tones, and then it also has a modified treble booster built in, both of which are independent of each other. So you can have just the preamp on, or just the treble booster on, or both. And I think that makes this thing a lot more flexible. So being that this is based off of a Matamp, it has a very similar control layout. So you have your treble and bass controls, no middle, just like on the real amp. You have your level or volume, and you have your dirt, but then you also have the G boost underneath the dirt control. And essentially what that is like the bass boost that you'd find on a Matamp. So it's gonna, I mean, of course it's boosting the bass, right? But I like to think of it more of like how much distortion and saturation you're getting on the low end. So essentially if you want to tighten this thing up, you back off of it. And if you want to thicken it up, you kind of boost this a bit. And then there's that awesome treble booster, which I think really makes this thing and really sends it into just crazy distorted doom territory when you hit it, when you hit the preamp with this. So essentially it's, you know, pretty straightforward treble booster. You have the level control with how hard you're going to be hitting with the boost, how much volume. And then there's a range control to kind of dial in essentially where that top end is. And then you have a gain control to get extra, you know, kind of distortion and saturation out of it. And when you combine the preamp with the treble booster, you just get this super awesome, saturated, really just fun to play distorted sound. All right, so that's absolutely enough talking about its features. Let's actually hear what this thing sounds like, because like I said, it sounds awesome. So we're gonna hear this inside and outside of a mix. It's gonna be going into my KSR PA50 power amp, and that's going to be going into a 2-notes Captor X that has a custom DV77 VM12 65 IR blend. And I'm going to be plugging into that with my, I call it my War Pig guitar, my Doomstick. It is a Warmoth mahogany body with an Illuminati aluminum neck, and right now in the bridge position I have a Seymour Duncan Slug. Works great with this thing, so let's check it out. I'd say this absolutely nails that Doom sound, but you can get a lot of other sounds out of this thing. You can get, kind of old school push rock tones out of it. You can just use that treble booster if you want into an amp, and it would absolutely send it into, over the top, overdriven, and distorted territory. So a lot of cool different features with this. The only thing I would say about it is I did have to push the kind of presence, the top end on my power amp a bit more, because I found it was a little darker than some other power amps, but whatever power amp you send this into is most likely going to have a presence control. You can just turn that up a little bit and all of a sudden it just sounds great. So nothing really to worry about, just a small nitpick if I had to find one. I'm going to have a link down below if you want to check this out or anything else from Pepper's Pedals. Absolutely recommend it, especially if you're into the Doom thing. Would love to know what you guys thought about this, but thanks for watching. Stay metal.